Hey, so this is week 4 newborn update. I'll go ahead and camera. There he is. He's getting a bottle, and he's in his coffee. Okay. I'm live. So this week, I mean, it was pretty good week. I think I'll get to the end, but I think Spencer and I, it's getting easier, I think, because, I keep saying that. I'm sorry, my brain is there. I made up this rule, and Spencer's kind of going along with it, so hopefully he's still okay with it, but I'm like, let's be home by 9. Because before, when we were normal people, and it's like when I was pregnant or whatever, we'd go to bed around like midnight or 2 a.m., something like that. We'd wake up 8 hours later, and it's not a big deal. But with a newborn, what I've found at least is that you can't just go to bed and then, obviously you can't just go to bed and then 8 hours later wake up, because he needs to feed at least every 3 hours. So what I found is that if we're home by 9, then it could be like 9:30 that we're home, and then by 10, hopefully we're in bed. It's kind of difficult this time. I'm learning more stuff about sleeping, getting newborn to sleep. Of course, he's not really developmentally, he doesn't know a schedule or anything, so it's kind of chaotic. But what we try to do is get him a bottle, make sure he's changed, and I'll feed him and then hand him off to Spencer for a bottle, and Spencer will swaddle him, get him a bottle so he's nice and full, and he's all snuggled up, and try to put him bassinet. And we have to get him just at just the right time when he's hungry to be able to put him in his bassinet, and then he goes to sleep for 3 hours. Now, I know that newborns are supposed to eat every 2 to 3 hours, which he's still kind of a newborn. But I've been letting him wake us up instead of me waking him up. So he might go 3.5 hours. He's skinny weight though, so I think that's okay. And we really enjoy getting the 3.5 hours. And then, of course, then he wakes up, and we have to feed him, and then it takes a while for him to go back to sleep. So I found that just going to bed really early, then, really at nighttime now, it takes 12 hours, I would say. From going to bed and then waking up 3.5 hours later, feeding him, going to bed again, then waking up 3.5 hours later, feeding him, and then it's okay, then we might get 8 hours sleep during that night, maybe. It's kind of chaotic. Also, I was really confident in really reading his cues yesterday. I have these moments where I'm yeah, everything's great, and I know that when he puts his fist in mouth like this, where he's that means he's hungry, so I can read those cues. And normally that's what it is. He's either sleeping or he's eating. And then if there's something else, if he's alone in the bassinet and he doesn't want to be in there, then he'll go, I'm like, okay, let's take him out. Let's give him new pace or something. And my sister-in-law recommended that I read The Secrets of the Baby Whisperer, so I listened to that on audiobook. It was abridged, and that helped out. It just said, okay, take a couple minutes, not a couple minutes, but take 3 breaths, and it's figure out what is the surroundings, what's happening, figure out what changed in your baby's environment to see why he might be crying. So I've been trying to do that. It's still really stressful, but I don't know, just yesterday, maybe the day before, but definitely yesterday, I think he's going through a growth spurt or something, and he's always wanting to eat. Every time I turn around, he's giving those hunger signs. And he was a sleepy, dreamy baby where he would just eat something, then go back to go back to sleep. But now he's kind of more of a screamy baby. So like I was breastfeeding him, and then I have to unlatch him because like he. So what you're supposed to be doing is when you're breastfeeding, like if they're really gulping it down, you can see like through their jaw and you can see their ear moving. But sometimes they'll do what's called non-nutritional sucks. I learned this from my home nurse, and they'll just do just like a little bit, and it's just for comfort. But that burns a lot of calories, and they're not getting anything. And at that point, you do have to unlatch them. So I'll unlatch him if he falls asleep or if he's doing that. And I did that today, and it's just like this demon child or something. And I'm just like, ugh. Finished. I just gave him an ounce. Okay, now I think he's happy. I think he's happy. But yeah, there's other times that I don't know, just when I'm like really sleepy, when I'm just exhausted, it's not any one thing. It's just accumulation of like a lot of things that happen. Like the other night, I was feeding him and he was like really cranky, and I was trying to figure out what was wrong. We're trying to get him to go to bed, and like he wouldn't go to bed. And finally, I think we got him to go to sleep. But then like my glasses fell off my nightstand, and I was just like, why is everything happening to me? I was just like so angry. And then like yesterday, so like this past week-ish, Spencer's family has been in town, like, so all his siblings, which was really nice, and they're at his parents' house. And I'm just tracking this. I have the My Medela app. I don't know if you can see that, but it's My Medela, and I track everything, which is really frustrating. I don't want to track everything. I just want him to be fed and not have to track when they give him bottles and stuff. But yes, that's just life of a parent. But yeah, yesterday was difficult. We were at his parents' house, and it was getting to be like 8:30, I think, maybe a little bit later. And we're like, oh, should we head home? Because we want to be home by 9 or 9-ish. But we heard that there was going to be butterbeer, which is a really fun, dessert thing. We were like, we don't want to miss out, so, we can stay for like a little bit longer. And we were going to the store to get the ingredients and everything. And we're like waiting. And like, I mean, I should have known, like, I should have just been like, I don't care. I'm just going to go home. But instead we waited. And, like, Spencer said to be fine. Like, everything happens relatively soon. So, it means it depends on how fast relatives are. And, like, I know his mom's, like, is doing a wonderful job of getting everything organized, and there's, like, just so many people at their house. That's, like, really hard. But, yeah, we were waiting, and then, like, finally people, like, got to his parents' house with the ingredients. But this time it was getting pretty late. And we're just like, well, we don't know when to leave now because I don't want him to cry in the car. He's done that before. Like, we've left his grandparents' house and he cried the whole way home. And I don't want to do that to him, so I was like, I want to make sure he's fed. But he was sleeping, so I'm like, well, we gotta wait till he's ready to wait till he's hungry again. Feed him. And I'm sorry, this video is like lasting longer. But like, let's wait till he's hungry again to feed him. And then we'll be able to put him in the car seat. And he'll fall asleep in the car seat, and then we'll get home. And then, like, because he's had that nice long car ride, he'll still be sleepy. And like, we've done this before where we put him in the car seat and he's been sleepy. And we put him in this bassinet. And I remember, like, it was, I don't know, a few days ago that my parents' house, we did that and got home, and he was sleeping, and we put him in his bassinet. I'm like, is he sleepy? I'm really hungry, but I'd rather sleep, so let's go to sleep right now. So, you hungry, Bubba? You had your fist in your mouth, but you're also kind of sleepy. He's really, really good baby. But yeah, last night it was just like super hard to time it, and then I'm like, are we having butterbeer? But the thing was that I guess they wanted everybody, like all the little kids, to go to sleep, and so we were at his parents' house till like probably after midnight, which we definitely wouldn't have listened. And we came home. So we came home, but then he was just like awake, like eyes wide open, just like awake, 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 more awake than anybody should ever be. And we just wanted to fall asleep. And then like anytime we put him in a bassinet, just like it was so hard because he was just like crying, but he was like screaming. He decided to like start screaming, and it was like nothing that we did. We calmed him down, we changed his diaper, we made sure, like put on the white noise, snuggled him, everything that we could think of. And he eventually like fell asleep after we gave him a bottle. But it just, I mean, we were up till probably like 2 a.m. last night. But the thing is that like I am exhausted. And so like last night, like I definitely have baby blues. And baby blues is just like, it's like, I mean, it's like you're happy that you have a baby. Like you love your baby, definitely. But then it's just like everything, like the exhaustion, the like only getting a few hours of sleep at a time, maybe if that, just, and like not knowing what you're doing and being like, why are you crying? Like, how can I soothe you? And it's like, it really pulls at my heartstrings whenever he cries. So I'm trying to like be less stressed, and Spencer's really helpful. He like keeps a bottle, and Zuko loves to sleep on his daddy's chest, which is really helpful. Although apparently we're not supposed to let him sleep on daddy's chest. We're supposed to have him be really drowsy and then put him in his bassinet. That way when he wakes up, he's not like, where am I? Why am I not on daddy's chest anymore? Hi, Bubba. Are you awake? Oh, he's awake. Look at that. Yawn. He's chilling with mommy. Good job, Zuko. We love you so much. Yeah. Okay. And you're just relaxed. So I just gave him a bottle. And yeah, just everything's like, and yeah, you're not happy, buddy. Today, actually, we did some pacifier. Some pacifier. So, I mean, I knew that going into this, like, having a baby would be difficult, to be hard. I didn't realize it'd be this hard. And I'm still, like, I'm still recovering from labor that was, huge thing. Like, I had a baby come out of me. Like, I had a human come out of me, and my body's still recovering. And I just want to I just want him to be happy, like, all the time. And it's just, yeah. So I'm not trying to complain or anything, but yeah, he's just been a screaming baby. So last night, I did have a meltdown in the kitchen. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, like, because I'm breastfeeding him, but my body just doesn't make enough milk. So I'm pumping, and I'm like getting fenugreek, which is an herbal supplement to help me get more milk, but it's just not enough. And so we do have to supplement with formula. And I'm just like, I have no idea how much formula to give him, because like after he gets the milk from me, I'm supposed to be getting him 45 milliliters. But then he's hungry later, and so I'm just like, and so I let him feed for me, but then I'm just like, I don't know how much to give him. And there's like just a whole bunch of little things. So yeah, I had a meltdown. Like I was so exhausted. I don't know if that's a word, exhausted. Exhausted. I was so exhausted last night, and I was just like, and he was screaming, and I didn't know how much formula to give him, and so I'm like in the kitchen, and I'm like crying, and then Spencer's just like, "What? You don't think I'm like gonna? You don't think you can come to me?" But then he's like, "No, but." And Spencer's really nice, but he's like, he got frustrated as well. But then we talked, and it was okay. But yeah, he's super cute. And I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying, like, if you have a newborn, if you have I'm saying any kind of child, I'm sure it's, hard kind of child, and you just are overwhelmed and everything. Like something they told me in the hospital, like if you need to have a meltdown, go ahead and have a meltdown. Like it's normal. And my home nurse, from the nurse family practitioner, I think that's what it's called. She's like, you're doing well, you're doing great. Just like, but she tells me that the first 2 months, maybe 3 months, are the hardest to do because like he's just, I mean, it's not like he speaks English. I can just tell it's like, hey, mommy, I'm hungry. So, and we've never done this before. Keep it passing your mom. Okay. And yeah. And today we've kind of decided not to go to Spencer's parents' house and join in all the fun because we just need a break and we need to get to bed a lot earlier tonight. Let's go to pacifier. He's doing really well though. He's gaining weight. 30 and 8 pounds 12 ounces. So his birth weight was 7 pounds 7 ounces. Thursday he weighed in at 8 pounds 12 ounces. He has a pediatric appointment on Monday, and I cannot believe it. And he's 4 weeks old. So on Friday he's going to be 1 month old, and I just can't believe it. Like this has been the longest month of my whole life. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm just like up all the time, and his best friend's out, but I guess his eyes are open. But it's kind of weird because I got the lactation support group. I go to on Tuesday, Thursday. Just I go there just like be able to get out of the house and see other moms with their babies and just like get them weighed mostly. And if I have any more questions, speaking about lactation, one thing that I want to point out, I want to share this with you last week, but this is a milk catcher. This milk catcher I was talking about. So baby is like feeding for one side, and then this you can use this pops out. But yeah, it catches your milk. And I found that this is really useful because I can get like 10 milliliters just from putting this on me. And then I put it in a little, I don't have a little container with me, but I put it in a little container. Call it your stretchy bud. And then I can put it in the refrigerator, and then like later I'll have it and I can give that as a supplement instead of just giving the formula. So it's really useful. Yeah, I think I mentioned the pumping bra. That's really useful. My sister-in-law gave that to me, and that way I can pump, but then also I can like massage. So that's really a great way to get extra milk out. Baby boy. Okay, now he's peaceful and calm, which is really nice. So, sorry, and I know this video is going on 20 minutes, so I appreciate it if you're still watching. Again, I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying, like, being a new mom, having a really small baby, he's 4 weeks today. He'll be a month on Friday. But it's just the most difficult thing I think anyone can do, really. And it's been really nice with sisters. I'm able to talk to them a little bit and about like recovering, about like, and we have like a text message so I can be like, ask some questions if I need. Um, but on the other hand, it's kind of like they're not in my house, so it's just like, can everybody just come live with us and help me? Yeah, baby shot. Oh, okay, bye. Yeah, you're in a video, and I talk to Dorbs. Yeah, I go to a lactation group Tuesdays and Thursdays, and like there's some babies who are older than he is, but there's babies that are like just a week old, and they're so little, and they're just like still all wrinkly and scrunched up, and I'm just like, he used to be that small, and I'm like, how did he get so big? How did he get so big? Yeah. And just one other quick thing is that my sister-in-law who lives in Johnstown, like her baby just turned a year old, and I'm like, how was the last year? But it went so by so quickly. I'm like, it does. Hey, baby boy. Can you say I love my mommy? Can you say I'm gonna cry now? Are you hungry? Let's see. I think it might be. No. Yes. No. Maybe. We'll find out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks again for watching. And again, I know I've repeated myself like a billion times. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Oh, I love you. Love my baby. Love baby. And yeah. Thanks so much for anyone who's been like, oh, you are having trouble with this. Well, I had trouble with the exact same thing, or just listening, giving me support with all this. Yeah. Oh, baby boy. Hi. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Really quick. Keep saying really quick, but the home nurse who comes every week until he's 6 weeks, and then she'll come every 2 weeks until he's like, I think 20 or 21 months, like that. And then she'll come once a month. She said, go ahead and try to stick your tongue in him. When you're feeding him or when you're changing his diaper. And eventually, I'll try to mimic you. Should we stop? But, well, thanks for watching, and so long, and thanks for all the fish. Bye. See you next week.